First assess the field, then act accordingly.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap
Like it or not, I must
Well
go.
met.
Moving on.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
no harm in picking a few.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow... ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I suppose I ought to mention this as well. Looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all men. I wonder if this speaks to the Arisen's preference.
'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Have my protection!
Now there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt this.
Now that is a surprise.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way? I suppose you'll be wanting a guide. Very well. I can guide you there, if you wish.
We've been given a destination. Shall we make our way there?
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
That flag will drown you somewhere.
Seems you're looking for an out.
Oh, no! How about these?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I pray you will give me no cause to mistrust you.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin. Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
E'er since the reign of Rothaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Melve has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom. Yet twice now, as the dragon set upon this village, the fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight.
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has...
But I'm quite sure the...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the If so, then Melv's problems run far deep.
What? I intended nothing.
Save your honeyed words,
You came to see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to... It was by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragons. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to...
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika... All who seek to abet her will be
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village. For our sake.
You would have me believe that
Aye, that's...
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. For the time being, your village will be
Ah, there you are. Well, you've heard she fled the village, aye? Though, she left the village that she might fulfill her charm. As for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go. We can only pray that she does not fall...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me.
We must rest, though the sun...
I returned safe and sound, and I
Could you come over here?
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich?
Here, if you please.
There, Master!
Hobgoblin!
Our foe is susceptible to lightning attacks!
Here! Strike with lightning on your side!
I'll incant the same spell and will overwhelm our foe with amplified magic. I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force? I can attack, if need be. Might I be of assistance? This journey looks to be a long one. What say we make things easier on ourselves by seeking an ox cart services?
It is no great shock to me.
Looks like these
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labor.
luck runs out.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. I'll use this chance to commit myself.
I pray my efforts aid your cause. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Displaying bowmanship for an elf? My. Hand would tremble on the string if 'twere me, but I expect you'll do just fine. I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Herald can result from movements and caution.
It is not worth writing home about.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride. Apologies, but I can't. This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This is where my luck runs out.
Out of the car.
There, Master! Saurians!
Ice attack will soon see this foe fell!
Well, in need of healing. Allow me.
Wait a moment.
I'll slit your bleeding throat!
We have reached our destination.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. I hope my magic served you well.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
You are wise indeed to have sought my aid.
I'll be your teeth, should your party lack for bite. Such as the warriors. If ever you've need of an ear. You're always such fun to talk.
Interested in my wares?
Days like this.
Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business with you.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my speciality. I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need.
Just what I was waiting for!
Welcome to Bjorn's and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember. Misers die early deaths.
Many thanks. I appreciate the...
The Goblin's Lair?
lies somewhere along the western... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them... a lesson, at least.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ridden kingdom.
Truly?
Quite, though no definitive records remain.
Faring well, I hope. Fancy a look at my wares? What to make of this?
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Just thinking about it.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
I swear I've never slept better. Exploring.
Still a lot. It's been a hard day.
Haven't left town in a while. May have its time.
The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different attack.
That was well fought.
That was superb, Arisen! Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
hope you weren't expecting mercy. Oh, my name, right where it hurts.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Fire must be put out to hear our comrades burn.
Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemy. Let me get that. Goblins, Master!
Leave it to me. My magics are at your disposal.
A night-bound forest is fearsome indeed.
We cannot let our fear get the better of us. Else who will protect the Arisen?
I've got it pinned! We'll have a hard time spitting its spells delivered at us now! Arisen! Are you all right?
Without combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
There's no great shock to me.
A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
Keep on like that, we'll be done here soon enough.
Outstanding.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Splendid bowmanship for a help. I had to tremble on the string if it were me, but I expect you'll do it. I can guide you there.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
There, Master! Our feet!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! On my way!
targets my own master. Well, I should like to see it done if no objection. I would be glad to.
Focus! A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Perhaps.
Look at it. The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Tis done. Thank you. I'm overjoyed to have the hunting task my master set for me.
Splendid.
At once, master.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating. Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
Ilderen. Anasinde aliale akiales.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
chest. I need help.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
It is as you say.
Choppers, Master!
This foe will recoil from pain. You will not live to regret this. Thanks to you. Quite the view from up here. Shall we see how high I can scale?
Well, sir.
We knock our foe to the ground here and presses its advantage.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
It is enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Very well. I shall go on ahead.
Good, we're here.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of Elvenlake, but I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this. Not so for those of Elvenlake, however. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true. I admit, I find it yet with this bow, I begin to understand.
Huzzah!
What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The designer, to think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own. It is a strange thought. But how else to explain it? I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance of this bow has divested me of such doubt. But the ingenuity of this design, it is all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow with this as my weapon. I have no doubt.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
You have my support.
With the bow you gifted me in hand... With the bow you gifted me in hand, I no longer dread being...
Have you... traveling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover. 'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way? Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction. Here at last.
A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
Understood.
We cannot break it from this side.
True enough.
Oh, I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
At once, Master.
I wonder how Harv Village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by. I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
All people fear the dragon.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Malv. Not till my name is cleared. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Slowly but surely, my name shan't be cleared. I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon.
But not without its charms.
Humility is here.
Oh no!
Follow me.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come, just when almost all of—
Oi! What are you doing, standing?
Jonas, this is the good sir—
Is that right? You did it once afore.
My apologies for— Yet he speaks true, pray. Cull the beasts as you did before.
These Saurians are a stubborn.
Where the Saurians?
My magic is your disposal.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
The Saurians are no more. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, so truly we cannot—
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas, what is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we circumvented? No doubt.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Jonas!
you would say that. Seems to me beastrons go,
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
there!
I do apologize, but we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to I do hope you shall visit.
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
A mug of ale is just what I
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle.
Could you come over?
You're no fisher. I can tell at a glance.
Thank you, Serarik. We've a long road ahead, but
Fancy a look at my wares? You mustn't let it burn. Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Place I'd like to find.
I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night. I can scarce keep my eyes open.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. The chance you'd like to see it?
no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey.
Lost your nerve, have you?
Nicely done.
Plenty more where that came from.
Splendid. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Here we are.
Would not be unwelcome for an ally to appear for once.
We fight. To arms.
Very well.
I'll save you!
Glad to see you have the matter in hand.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Very well. I shall return.
Try not to catch cold. Master! Saurians!
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful. You'll not live to regret this. Oh, methinks the fiend found that. Perhaps a few more for good measure. Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look? Feast your eyes on this!
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
afraid, though, of foes.
Why can we not use their range to our advantage?
Very well. I must.
Tis a foe worthy of your ship. Naught save our vessel.
Understood.
No. It is one of the targets my own master. Well, I should like to see it done if no objection arisen. I would be glad of your assistance.
My magics are at your disposal.
Tis done. Thank you. I'm overjoyed to have an end to the task my master set for me.
Splendid. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Approaching the capital always sets the mind at ease.
One can only withstand the perils of the open road for so long.
Right you are.
we meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So, and how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. Oft did I long for it. My mother has always procured the things I coveted for me, so to pick out an item... Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I wanted to give you something in return by way of My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other. My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
If I learn of a matter that requires your attention, I shall inform you directly. Where ought we to go now?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by... a monk. The storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two.
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
And your focus applied to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero oft forgotten.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that. I was also rather hoping you... but the path to the arbor... There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the...
The goblin's lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me... peace of mind to know...
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Will nothing exciting ever happen?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plunders? Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else can I tell you? our guild.
Always a pleasure.
Your healing magics will play a pivotal role in the battles to come, Master.
None shall harm the Arisen so long as I draw breath.
At your neck. Keep my wits about me.
I'm the spirit of a woman half my age. Fill of this ruckus.
It is nice to see everyone out and about.
Bigger the crowd, less I...
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those... Will that be all, then? Let me see. What else can I tell you? Of our guild.
Always a pleasure.
You're worrying, you aren't living, I say.
Shall we get some rest then?
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
I'm no cook, am I? I'm surrounded by winches on all sides.
To see what the day holds. Use a bit of peace and quiet. How am I to pay these debts? Not selling.
Hi. Faring well. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of... I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling... Say, you're not from round here, are you? How I envy you. This city is all I know. I long to learn more of the outside world. She's always telling me how dangerous it is. After all, if the world truly is so... It seems unfair that I... But listen to me waffling on. My apologies, friend. But I'd best be... Thank you for indulging me. I do...
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... misers die. Hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my wares? Where are you off to?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? What should I get up to?
Would that I could spend all day here. Not much has changed.
To each their
Gather
own,
round,
as
gather
they say.
round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our curious tale set. I adventured in...
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Always a pleasure.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
I've a nose for rumors of every ilk.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Even the grave.
What should I do?
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my drink. A minute now.
I don't have half as many lives as my parents. At least here I can let down my hair.
Suppose I best earn my keep. I'm so
well met, sir.
Winches on all sides.
Greetings. Welcome to the... Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to... Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance?
Always a pleasure.
Now this is a conundrum.
There's no way out of this.
Interested in my wares?
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick coin.
Gather round.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermont is our... curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He dealt...
Then I shall remain by your side.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. For in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless been consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Is one of life's great pleasures.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by... Aye, got some coin to spare? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug. Of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a...
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself. So where's he get his coin then?
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. but every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed.
If memory serves, there is another place we were to visit not far from here.
Is worth considering if we've the time.
Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say.
Well met, sir.
I've just about had my fill of this
My next shipment.
Times are hard, and the belly's gripping.
Idleness is a luxury.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to...
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
At your left.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
It's been a hot day.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Well met, sir. This isn't good.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some day when he learnt of Your Majesty's escape, as to how he learned Your Majesty's location with such I shall be sure to inform you when I do.
So the agent was of Batal after all. It is rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. I have been unable to uncover aught of use through my own channels. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we worked.
We've come all this way, only to find ourselves unawaited. Perhaps our timing was awry.
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
Why me?
Head will grow as wars goes awry.
We must rest.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rest. Did I trust? You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. I've found some materials we could use to enhance our...
Lots to be taken care of before the day starts.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Hoy, friend! Have any time for me today? I dare say we're overdue another talk. There's something I've come to understand. Every last resident, for it made me pain. I want to live a life. I tire of looking at this box. Tis proof that I am not my mother. Tis something I obtained, though it came to pray. Take this with me. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot, though I feel. Till then.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I quite agree.
I'm rather unfamiliar with the market, as 'twere. What's this?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left.
Aye, got some coin to spare. Much appreciated.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page.
Aye, got some coin to... It's much appreciated.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off left off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Clattering all day, it's tiring work.
It's been a hard day.
Worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest.
Well met, sir. trained for this.
What should I do?
It isn't the dragon, but
I
these
end up
pests.
feeling weary even after a day of rest.
I don't know what to do.
Life's been pretty
Every
kind
minute
to me.
seems here anyhow.
My bed, Chris.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Some meat would be nice. If weren't so costly.
Isn't there anything to do round here?
I don't like it here.
My bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Humility's here.
What's this I smell? I'll gather this. It might be of use.
This is my place, the more the merrier.
It wouldn't do to neglect proper
Any
nutrition.
loose coin about? Enough to make
I know that lass from somewhere. Interested in my wares?
I'd sooner not associate with drunkards.
Mayhap I
always
ought to be
draw the
getting
short
home.
straw.
Go on, have a look. Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
Lots to do. Precious little time.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no.
Oh, you bold-faced.
Go on, have a look. Life's been pretty kind to me. Interested in my wares?
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of...
Pleasure doing business with you.
A hard day's work, is it too?
Suppose I'd best be heading home. Interested in my wares?
All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it.
I'll do. Let him try and stop me.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back.
I'm not game enough to hang about a can while I'm in town.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
My joints have been aching something fierce of late. My head hurts just thinking about it. May tomorrow be as uneventful as today.
Prayer's a waste of time. No one's listening.
I wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
good sleep will ensure we are
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
My bed.
What are you up to? Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Who's busy out today?
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold for them. This armor's seen better days.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Ain't nothing but trouble.
Someone to talk to.
Must have taken a wrong turn. Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Dead on my feet.
Much for me. I best head home.
Walk into peril unprepared. I'm off. Finishing tomorrow.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Well, I ne'er. Interested in my wares?
Drink is a vice of lesser men. Abilities here. Any loose coin about? Enough to make me rich?
Go on, have a look.
I pity those content to live in idleness. It's been a hard day.
Not my kind. Don't I know that?
Wonder how long this job's supposed to last. I'm in fine fetting today.
Go
I pity
on,
those
have a
content
look.
to live in.
Who's up?
This job better be worth it.
Go on, have a look.
Bloody peril unprepared. I'm off. Abilities here.
This is my sort of place. The more the merrier.
What's the point? Tomorrow will be no different.
Interested in my wares?
Do to neglect proper nutrition.
Life's been pretty kind to me. Go on,
Time
have
to
a
be
look.
I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
Almost wish aught would happen to shake things up.
Where's my
Do
coat?
to neglect
Interested
proper
in my
nutrition.
wares?
Abilities here.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Perhaps it is
Go
very
on,
wise
have a
and
look.
state to perform.
Near done.
Must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Interested in my wares?
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
Almost wish aught would happen to shake things up. Go on, have a look.
Swear it.
All about this place makes me nervous.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I don't know what to do.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
I quite like it here. Always another errand to see to.
Somehow my...
When does my watch end? Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Very well. I shall return.
As welcome as fine ale.
Pleasant spot to while away.
What's got you in such a good mood? Do tell.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
No attempt. I swear I've not blinked once. Suppose I'd best get to work.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
What's the point? There's no way out of this.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
No sense straining myself. Just got to do what I can.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Suppose I'd best get to work. Somehow my feet always carry me here.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Can't make a living if I get myself into it.
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
Mayhap I really would think
Any loose enough to make me rich.
One to
I'd
do.
sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. But
Tranquil places such as this.
Well met, sir.
Time's wearing on.
Quite the predicament.
Too quiet here for my liking.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? You mean to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a... If this is a jest, it is in very poor... I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have...
All I need myself, I suppose.
Off wandering about again, I see. Why are you so adverse to doing honest work?
You would ask the proud sire of House Berkeley to move crates? To scribble in ledgers? Preposterous!
Albert, see sense. That pride of yours has already ruined you once before. Do you mean to let it do so again?
Overwhelming.
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
I dream of a defender.
Everyone's
and
busy with their own
dalliances
affairs.
with bandits.
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose your whims take precedence.
The Risen decides our path. We have but to follow.
We are hardly familiar.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminent, if only my collection. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its center, and would wound my pride. If your curiosity shall not be, the man's home is located in Bakbatal.
Shall we seek some answers?
A minute to think.
looking for a fight, I won't say no.
Ought to head home, before I get an earful. This patrol.
Drinking some all this quiet makes me come over and shut it up today.
I kept just about any.
Can't stomach places like this.
Up to market, I know.
Shall we get some rest then?
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.